Heather Vickery here, transformational success coach, author, speaker, podcaster. I'm so excited to be here with you today. For those of you who are new, welcome. The work that I do is deeply centered around helping you learn to like and trust yourself. I always hold my heart in my head when I say that, to like and trust yourself as you are right now today, as this version of you who's busted your ass to get here to this place in this moment, and you have overcome all the odds to show up. And even if it doesn't feel great, we learn to like and trust ourselves as we are. And that is how we expand. That is how we grow and develop into that which we most desire. You can't, we often think, oh, well, I'll like myself better when I get to X, or I'll trust myself better when I've accomplished X. That's not really the way that it works, right? We need to learn to like and trust ourselves right now and build from what's already good. And I love that. So welcome. And speaking of building from what's already good, today's topic is all about progress. And what do we consider progress? And I'm here to tell you that all progress counts. Little things, the big things, the in-between things count. And it is so, so important to make sure that we're slowing down enough and being self-aware enough to recognize, honor, celebrate, claim those wins that maybe we would otherwise just breeze right past, just pretend that they don't even exist because they aren't big enough, they aren't good enough, they don't result in enough, whatever, money, clients, whatever it is, right? I'm actually curious, how many of you in the audience feel like there's never enough of something, whatever it is that you want? Never enough time, never enough money, never enough joy, never enough peace, never enough quiet, never enough excitement or adventure or play. I don't know, never enough of something that you wish there were more of. Well, it's interesting because that is attached to the topic of abundance. And I have this really exciting new opportunity we're going to tell you guys about here at the end of the week. So stay tuned on that, all about creating more than enough abundance. So I'm going to drop all those details soon. How does that fit into this? Well, because just like everything else, we stack this stuff, right? It's the incremental effect that counts. So for those of you who didn't get a chance to read my newsletter yesterday, or maybe you did, I'll go over it again. I can tell on mornings where I get up and I do some self-compassion touch before I wake up. I list some gratitude before I get out of bed. Not before I wake up. I do self-compassion touch as soon as I wake up, before I get out of bed. I do some self-compassion, some gratitude, say those things out loud, a little bit of havening, right? I start off with something like that and I'm already ahead of the game. But I want to be really clear. I don't do those things every single morning. Some mornings don't turn out the way that I deeply desire. And when that happens, then I have to just look for what's good, find that little golden nugget, or maybe even start over again. Sometimes it's starting over again is the most powerful thing that I can do. But find what works, recalibrate. What I choose to not do, and what I hope that you all choose to not do as well, is I try not to go down that path of everything's fucked up. Oh, well, the day is ruined. Oh, it's going to be bad. You can reset and start over as much as you need to, as often as you want. So what could that look like for you? And this is all progress, right? This all ties in. What could restarting, recalibrating look like for you? Maybe it means actually going back to bed. Maybe it means taking a nap or going for a walk or rearranging your schedule a little bit. Perhaps it means taking a shower, doing a little EFT tapping or a meditation. Maybe it's just having a glass of water because we're all dehydrated, right? When things get off the rail, the real trick is acknowledging it, being honest about it, and going, what do I want to do about it instead? Rather than just barreling down this, well, everything sucks path. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do the everything sucks path, you guys. Because while some things suck, whatever it is you decide to be true is going to be true for you. It's just the way it is, right? That is just the way that it is. So when we're talking about progress, we're talking about, why do we even care, right? Well, we care about progress because the more we celebrate our wins, the more wins we have to celebrate. The more we pause to recognize and acknowledge and be aware of that which has gone good or that we have completed or achieved, the more we can see the bigger picture, the more we lean into the space of growing and doing more and being more successful. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with the book, The Compound Effect, but it's the same thing. Like, whatever it is, good or bad, if you do just a little bit more every day, you're going to get a result of more, right? So more time for yourself, more work on getting settled internally and shutting down your limiting voices and practicing self-compassion and embracing new ways to bring abundance into your life. More work on those things will create more of those things. More beating yourself up, treating yourself like shit, more quitting because it's hard. Sometimes we quit because it's no longer serving us. Sometimes we quit before we have the information we need to make that kind of decision, right? You want to know yourself well. More of something negative is going to create more of that negative thing. Now, we know that these are logical things. I'm not telling you things that you don't know, but I'm reminding you that a way to get out of that negative space and into that happy, healthier, more positive space is to recognize that all progress counts. All progress counts. So what have you done today that you're building upon, right? I did a podcast interview this morning that was great and I loved it. I worked on slides for my incubator program, my coaching experience, which we meet tomorrow. I'm participating right now in the Trans Rights Readathon. For those of you who aren't familiar with that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be part of it. As you all know, trans rights are under attack all over the country, really potentially all over the world, but especially here in the US. And so when we can't do a lot, what can we do? We can always do something. So I'm reading and raising funds for Brave Space Alliance, which is a Black trans-led organization here on the south side of Chicago. I've been working on reading a little bit of that because this week I scheduled that in. I scheduled this time to read into my work schedule. I've been working on creating this new thing that I teased you guys about that we have coming up that we're going to announce later in the week. I've been working on that. You know what else I did? I had some breakfast. Well, I had it at lunchtime. I had 12 o'clock breakfast, but that's okay because that was when I felt ready to eat. And I'm a little bit more of an intuitive eater than a scheduled eater. And I know everybody is different with that. But I felt really tired. And I knew I had a coaching client coming up and I knew I had this time with you all coming up. And I am a big fan of a power nap, you guys. Holy cow, talking about all progress. Learning to take a power nap has been game-changing for me. So I had 20 minutes before a call and I was like, I need a nap. So I put my headphones in, I put some quiet meditative music on. I grabbed my weighted blanket. I laid on top of my bed. I set my timer for 15 minutes. And for a minute or two, my mind wanders. And then I just rested and I fell into a really nice deep sleep for about 12 minutes. And I feel so much better. So to me, that's progress because I reset myself. I gave myself rest when I needed it. I rejuvenated a little and I didn't push through so that I'm not tired and draggy for our time here together. I honored myself and my body. All progress counts. So I want to hear from you. What progress are you experiencing today? What are you checking off? And it could be anything, things to settle yourself, things to grow yourself, business, success, sales, could be anything. I want to make sure that you're honoring all of those moments in your life, celebrating those wins, acknowledging those wins, and building from that, because I guarantee you it will change everything. It'll change everything. All right, folks, I am going to pull a Create Brave card and share that with you. For those of you who don't know, the Create Brave cards are a deck of manifestation cards that my friend Rachel Swanson and I created. So they are essentially to help you guide and source your next step in things. Creative approach, creative thinking, out of the box. They're beautiful artwork. They have a focus word, an affirmation, all sorts of fun things. So if you like tarot cards or affirmation cards or oracle cards, you're going to love the Create Brave cards. If you want to get a set, you can go to vickeryandco.com/social and figure out how to grab your own set. And I might even give you a little prize with that little special thing. But I have to tell you, this is interesting. I shuffle my cards until the one that is meant for me shows up. And this one came up right away. So can you guys see it? Dance. Can you see it? Can Instagram see it? It's hard to see over there. I know. So this card, this is so interesting. I wonder if my friend Mary is here. Mary's a member of the incubator, which I love. This card, this is only the third time this card has popped up, but the first two times Mary was there and she'd never joined me before for a live show. And it says, I am in flow with my work and my life. I'll be honest to you, my awareness that I needed to take a little power nap, to me, that was a dance. That was a dance with my own self-awareness. That was a dance with my own body and well-being. I am in flow with my work and my life. So we also have this really fun book. It's a guidebook, and I'm going to read to you what it says. Your body is built for movement. That movement doesn't always have to be scripted, planned, or rehearsed. The movement is for you, not others. Uninhibited movement loosens your muscles, gets blood and oxygen flowing, and allows you to be free. It also ignites your creative mind and allows you to see what may previously have been hidden from you. Be open to possibility and listen to your intuition. Embrace the rhythm of your life in all its beauty. Bring it into physical existence and dance. When you march to the beat of your own drum, you are choosing empowerment. Pick the music and rhythm that nourishes you. Let yourself open up to possibility and flow with your work and your life. Daily movement breaks help keep you loose and open and ready to receive, both literally and figuratively. So we chose to go the route of actual physical movement, which I'm a fan of. Well, that's not true. I don't love to work out, but I do like to dance, and I do dance parties with my kids. And I love to walk, and I enjoy yoga, and I like being in the pool and things like that. But also dancing with the own rhythms of your life, dancing with what you know is best for you versus what the world is telling you is best for you, dancing with shutting down limiting voices, dancing with embracing possibility, creating more abundance. Like, what does that dance with life look like? What is possible? I love it. So thank you guys for being here. If you have not already sponsored or pledged to support the Trans Rights Readathon, it's not too late. You guys can sponsor me or pledge to support me all the way through the 27th, which is the end of the week. Go to vickeryandco.com/transrightsreadathon, or it is the link at the top of all of my bios on my social media platforms right now. I am matching pledges. If you're pledging per book, I am matching those pledges dollar for dollar. And collectively, we have, I think, just under 1,700 creators who are reading in the readathon and each doing their own little mini fundraiser. And we can have a tremendous impact on the trans community with what we're doing and what we're coming together to do. And I would be so honored to have you join me in that adventure. Thank you guys so much for being here. Stay tuned, because at the end of the week, I'm going to be announcing this incredible new opportunity. And I will give you this little hint. It's me right in your inbox, right in your ears. Low barrier to entry time-wise, low barrier to entry financially, super, super low. It's going to be so much fun. So get ready. I'm super excited to share that space with you. And let me know what you think. If you guys love the content I'm putting out here, if you love what I'm doing, you want to buy my coffee next week, that would be amazing. I would be so grateful. You can visit vickeryandco.com/say-thanks, and you can tip me or buy me a coffee. If you like what I'm putting out here every week, or either the podcast, Brave Files, or Was It Chance, it tells me that this work is connecting with you, that it's meaningful to you. And it just reminds me that other people appreciate it. So I would so be grateful for those tips. And if you thank me, I'm going to thank you. How cool is that? You thank me, I'll thank you, either in the live show, in the newsletter, or on one of the podcast episodes. So be sure to tune in all the places. For now, this is Heather Vickery reminding you today and every day to go out and choose bravely. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.